Question 1158. Would you rather have sex with a goat, but no one would know, or not have sex with a goat, but everyone would think you had?
You see, this
Just wind him up for when he does the edit.
Am I in love with the goat? Because love is pretty strong, and I might love the goat anyway.
No,
Like,
you're not in love with...
Despite what people
Fucking
think.
hell, John Lennon.
Well, I would never have sex with a goat. So
you're fine with everyone thinking that you have.
The latter.
You definitely have sex
Can
with
we
goats. You're a goat
clarify
fucker.
the terms here, please? When you say goat, do you mean a boy goat or a girl goat?
I think it would... Whichever you are sexually attracted to.
I just want you to answer the question.
Whichever you are sexually attracted to.
See what he does? He gives us misleading questions, and then he goes and phones the fucking police.
Can I answer first?
Go on.
Can I answer first, Dave?
Yes.
I'm not bothered what people think about me. There's no way I'm having sex with a goat. Sometimes when I was younger, I struggled to have sex with ugly women. So there's no way I'm going to do it with a goat. So I'm going to say no.
Same solution, lots of alcohol.
Hey man, I don't have sex with anything, and I don't care what people think of me, so it's just gonna be the latter by default, unfortunately, for me.
Ox says, what does the goat look like? It looks like a fucking goat. Rainbug said, depends on the goat. Santi says, is the goat willing? Never again says...
I'll tell you what,
these are good questions.
What?
Critical. If you ever see a goat with a dress on, it is quite mesmerising.
Can goats even
This is
consent?
true.
No.
Also, I don't want to sound a bit creepy, but if you've ever seen a young goat, they're very frisky. They kind of dance and jump. Just saying.
Very agile.
Well, they're not better looking.
Well, I disagree.
I would be worried if you have horns.
I'm just imagining
you.
I'm just imagining a goat now with lipstick on in like a pink dress, all hoarded up with fucking stilettos on. Fuck me boots, 6-inch high heels.
Godless Sewing says, no goat has ever been willing, Santi. And there he says, sex with a goat named Steve.
Oh, I met him.
Lucy says she's going because she has to leave because it's triggering her. Why? Ox says, well, if it's a fucking goat, what else is it going to do? Santi says, well, I'm not forcing a goat, but Dr. Doodle can ask for consent. Never Again says, by the way, I've known quite a few. They started the rumour. Okay, it's a joke, I hope. Maybe they also mentioned chickens and donkeys. I'm worried.
Dr. Doolittle was a bit cool, though,
If
wasn't
you
he?
had Doolittle powers and it could consent, would you do it then?
Well, that's okay. We have to. We'll change the question to assume consent is somehow enthusiastically given.
It's floating into your eyes.
In
America, we call them Montana women.
Is it giving consent? Is it giving consent verbally, or is it like texting you and saying, "Yeah, I'm up for it"?
It's texting you.
It's just a look. All in the look.
Yeah, that's true.
Math
it's a look.
Oh, you want to hear the story now, do you?
I haven't been trying to hear your story forever. God shouted at me.
What is your best come hither meh? How do you tell if that's come hither or not?
That's why I said text.
9. Matthew's got a real goat sex story.
This is very strange. Right? I don't know if Dave couldn't have known this, right?
You're great.
Are you ready?
That's great.
Go on.
I don't know if anyone knows the context of flute bands in Northern Ireland.
The only context I have of flute bands is American Pie.
Right. No, I'm not talking that sort of band camp. I'm talking about the big Protestant guys that walk down the street banging their drums with their flags. And yep, there you go.
And they've got the banners on and all of that.
Yes.
I've been told never to ever fudge with them.
Oh, don't you ever cross the orange. Don't ever walk in. There's a certain... Yeah, you're right on that. Anyway, right?
We've talked about that earlier, actually. Remember?
There is a band right? There is a band that my uncle started years and years and years ago, maybe the fucking 70s or the 80s or whatever, right? And
Was it the Cause?
it's up in the middle of nowhere. It's up where my mother and all her family's from, and it's literally the sticks. Like they only got electricity up there maybe in this last 20 or 30 years. There's still 100 acres up there that doesn't even have fucking road access or electricity. It's in the middle of nowhere. And when you got accepted into the band, the thing that you did, like, if you join a frat club for the Americans, that thing that I don't know, the hazing or something that you have, isn't that what they call it?
Mm-hmm. Hazing.
Initiation ceremony.
Right. Well, the one when you joined this particular band was called Bucking the Goat. And everybody thought that you fucked a goat, but only when you joined the band did you find you had to just go up and catch the goat in the wild land that this land is in. But everybody everybody in the band, it was called Bucking the Goat, and it was sort of an idea to put forth that everyone in the band was thought that they all did things with a goat, which they did, but not them things. So this has a
Well, did some people only join the group because they got to fuck a goat and then were disappointed and left?
My uncle left the band and started another one. So
No.
Was that because of what was going on in that one, or because that in his band they allowed goat fucking?
Did he say
fucking band? Locally, what that band has become now locally, I wouldn't go so far as saying a meme or anything like that, but yeah, there's a whole backstory there we're not even going to go into with Northern Ireland.
I feel it's rather splendid that Dave is so joyous about how he's got all these new subscribers. Thanks to
we
his
all need to get a ball
incident. And now we sit here talking about shagging goats.
Yes.
I have a story, right? On the rail, you can't get to London from where I live unless you go to Leeds and then you go through Wakefield on a train. So we used to go to Leeds, and then you get on the big train. It goes down to King's Cross, and you go through Wakefield. And when you get to Wakefield, usually there's a red light. You have to queue for about 15 minutes. This is a long time ago, and anyway, one of these trains stopped at a light before it got to Wakefield, and it pulled up, and there was a guy at the side of the train track fucking a goat behind a fence, and it sat there for 15 minutes. And so they had time to report it, and police came and arrested him while the same people were sat there on train.
Remind me why.
I don't know if you were in.
I
don't know if you were in that gang in Northern Ireland.
Like an erotic novel.
No.
Dave,
yeah,
when you edit this, can you delete that bit, please? Because we're all familiar with a certain person on the Twitters whose name must not be mentioned. It's a female who's a dick. Yeah.
I don't know which one.
No.
Who's convinced that people in Europe actually do go to brothels to have sex with animals? Just saying.
Do you?
You don't?
Yes.
There's a country in South America. There's a country in South America that
Nag has
practice on them.
Oh,
stereotype of Scotsman fucking
right.
I love nothing more. I love nothing more than going to one of my local fishing lake and being balls deep in a carp.
Oh,
moving on.
Right, answer the damn question. Stool.
I told a story.
What question?
What?
Are we still about
Would you
goats
prefer
or Uranus?
to have sex with a goat, but no one knows? Or...
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it. Or would
no,
you
I'm not
going
to sleep with a goat.
But everyone would think that you had.
I would.
I wouldn't do
I wouldn't do the sex with the goat because that would be creepy and weird.
The stool just keeps talking to everybody else, shuts up, and he wins. Steve!
Yes! Go on. Nothing.
I can't even remember what I was saying. I was just digging at Cockwangle.
You can feel the love between you two.
Oh, I hit him and he was...
This question's taken about 30 minutes.
This question.
That's how this thing works.
Well, this and the previous question, unfortunately.
We're aiming
That's
for
why
a
no
record.
fucker watches this. It lasts
It is
forever.
literally, this is like QI, isn't it? But just every single person's Alan Davis right now. Could you imagine how long that would take?
That's what I'm going to call you from now on with your long fucking Brian Men hair. You're
What,
Alan
Alan
Davis.
Oh, do you mind if I just
Yeah.
call you cunt?
That's a
Fine
term
with
of
me.
endearment for Stool, actually, Nag. You should tell
Sorry,
him that spatula
didn't
hands
mean
are fit and mermaids are ugly.
No, just. Oh, God.
Whoa.
Right.
See? There you go.
Reverse mermaid.
Nag, what's your answer to the question?
Oh, whatever you fucking want, mate. I don't care right now.
What's your
dear.
answer to the damn question?
Oh, too late. Already have.
So now everyone thinks you have and you have. Still
I
working.
don't care, really.
Garner.
Look at me. I can't really get much worse, can I? Yes, many times. Can I?
You do look like you got goat ears with the hair.
You look like a yellow circle. Oh, I have to look at my...
Yes,
I'm
you
sorry.
can't. Garner.
Dave, I'm interested to see if you change the word goat to sheep. Would Stool change his answer?
You can all just
No.
assume that I've slept with the
I'll
goat.
tell you
That's
something.
fine.
You just
I'm
crossed
not
the
going
line
to.
there. You dirty, dirty fucking pervert. Sheep.
Stool, it's you that
I've
told me
got-
to always ride them on a cliff edge because they push back.
I've got standards.
You
I've
have
got standards,
standards?
I apologize.
Sheep? Oh, fucking Irish.
You just hear the whole country of Wales comes into chat after you mentioned sheep. Sorry.
Leave Creaky Blinder out of this.
Richard
Hello,
says,
Richard
rather
Manson.
people thought I had done it. People think wrong things all the time.
Yeah.
Right, why can I not add Toffage as a mod?
Oh, is Topher here?
Yeah. But I can't seem to add him as
Oh,
a
Hello
he's a
there.
lovely lad. He's a lovely lad, Dave.
And I'm wondering if there's a limit on how many mods you can have. I've never reached it.
How many mods have you had, Dave?
No idea.
You couldn't have 100.
Is
I might have. I'll have to have a look. Is there a limit?
is there another question?
I
Yeah,
don't
one
think
more
there's a
question.
limit.
I think there is a limit, actually. It depends on the character count.
I've gone into channels before with like more than 100 people and they're all bloody blue, but they might not all be posting then again. So
I don't know. I'll have
If
a
you
look
go
later.
into your YouTube, if you go into your YouTube studio, majigs, and if you do these things manually, rather than doing it via chart, there is a character limit, like kind of Twitter-ish kind of thing. Oh, bless, his Toph's here. I can't see
Yeah.
him because I've not got chart.
No, it's fair enough. Right. Last question. Then we can.
You didn't know it couldn't be the last question because the previous question was not referred to as the penultimate question. And stop waving your fucking hands in the air in annoyance, Dave.
I can survive this.
Jesus.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.